something very easy to do, that is to put that as a top priority for the founder of the CEO of the company, because sometimes what is happening is that the leader of the family-owned business say to preserve our legacy is important, to preserve our values is important, but they don't do anything about that. So put that in the #1 position of your priority and create the space in which you gather all the family or the key stakeholders of the family and start the right conversation in order to make it happen.
Okay, Alex?
So I think kind of a big way around this, first as a starting point, I think is honestly just to become aware of what the situation is, and to kind of take a look back and take a step back of like, where are we now? I'm a big, coming from the tech world, there's a big saying, you can't change what you don't measure, is kind of a philosophy in the tech space. So if you're not kind of measuring what is the current state of affairs within the family office, what are kind of our current values and current assets and all these, there's a lot of different things, both on the financial and non-financial side. There's a really, really great tool to help you do that called the Family Office Navigator that came out of IMD University. I'm personally doing some workshops around that. It's for people more on the tech entrepreneurship side. It's basically like a business model canvas for family offices. That's how I would explain it to others. And I think that's a really good starting point, because it can give you kind of a foundations of like, okay, what are all the different things that we have, for all the different types of capital? What are they? What's the status of that? Are family members in agreement that that's the case, right? I think that's sort of a thing as well, right? Is you as, let's say, the current decision maker, you might think things are one way, but maybe the other family members think things are different. And I think just getting everyone on the same page and having kind of a clear conversation to kind of go like, okay, here's where we are now. What do we want to do with that information? Where do we want to go, et cetera. So I always think things start with self-awareness. So kind of becoming self-aware as a family and kind of what the current status is, and then using that as a jumping off point is, I think, a great way to start.
Well, thank you very much for your recommendations. And as promised, let's take a look at some questions.
As a headline that we usually use at Action, one conversation at a time.